Hello students, once again welcome to Bholanath Academy. In this video students we are going to see the lesson number 11, that is alcohol, phenols and ether. Now students, for 2 marks questions students in board examination they may ask what are alcohols, how are they classified. So students in general they have asked what are alcohols. There are so many types of alcohols. So what are alcohols and how are they classified? Understanding students? So many types of alcohols are there. Now how we are going to classify? First definition, you have to give the what are alcohols. When one or more hydrogen atom of hydrocarbons. Okay students, you have hydrocarbons like alkane, alkene, alkynes and benzene, all are hydrocarbons. When one or more hydrogen atom of hydrocarbons are replaced by hydroxy group, that is minus OH, this group is called as hydroxy groups. Okay students, the compound obtained are called alcohols. It is called as what? Alcohols. When one or more hydrogen atom of hydrocarbons are nothing but alkane, alkene, alkyne and benzene, that is aromatic ring. Okay students, so when one or more hydrogen atom of hydrocarbons are replaced by hydroxy group, the compound obtained are called alcohols. Here students, I have given very simple example of hydrocarbons, that is methane. One carbon, this carbon is called as what? Methane. This is the hydrocarbon which is coming in alkane group students. I have already explained in 11th standard how hydrocarbons are classified. So this is the alkane students. Now these hydrocarbons are made up of hydrogen and carbon. Now when you see the hydrogen students, here the hydrogen number is 4. When one of the hydrogen is you are going to replace hydroxyl group, now there 4 is becoming 3, so CH3OH. now this is called as alcohols. Here the one of the hydrogen I have replaced with hydroxy groups, that is OH minus. Understanding, so the compound obtained we call as what? Alcohols. So this methane will convert into methanol, or you can say in a common name this is also called as methyl alcohol. This is also called as methyl alcohol. So you have converted methane into methyl alcohol or methanol. So when one or more hydrogen atom of hydrocarbons are replaced by hydroxy group, the compound obtained are called as what? Alcohols. So what are alcohols? So this is the definition students. So simplest example I have taken as a methane, how methane is converted into methanol. One more example you can say, if you are taking ethane, CH3, this is ethane students. This is the hydrocarbons. Now here students, it is when one of the hydrogen you are replacing with hydroxy groups will become CH3 CH2OH, that is ethane is converted into ethanol. Okay students, so here we have replaced one of the hydrogen of this hydrocarbon, that is ethane, with hydroxy group, so we call as ethane. What happens students if you are replacing two hydrogen? So here this is your hydrocarbon students, ethane, this is the hydrocarbons ethane. Now if you replaced two hydrogen of this ethane, that is hydrocarbon students, so what compound will be what? CH, instead of 3 we will write CH2, one of the hydrogen you are replacing with one of the hydroxyl group, and here CH3 you can write CH2, here also we are replacing with one of the hydroxyl. So this is the example students, we have two hydrogen we have replaced with two hydroxyl group. The compound obtained is called as ethylene glycol. If it is this molecule is containing 2 OH, we call as glycol. So this is called as ethylene glycol. One more example I am going to explain to you students. If you are replacing more than 3 hydrogen, say for example students, this is your hexane. This is also a type of hydrocarbon students, hexane. Now students, here I have taken saturated hydrocarbons only. So what happens students, here when you are replacing 6 hydrogen by hydroxyl group, so compound obtained is called as, if you are replacing all 1 hydrogen of all 6 hydrogen atom we are replacing with hydroxyl group. Now what happens students, when one of the hydrogen you are replaced with OH, so it will become CH2. Here we have out of 2 hydrogen we have replaced with hydroxyl, so here you will get only 1 hydrogen. Okay students, everywhere you will get 1 hydrogen, and here you are getting 2 hydrogen. So this hexane will convert into what? Sorbitol. Understanding students, this is alcohol. So these we are getting different types of alcohols. All are having different physical and chemical property. The classification of alcohols. We have got so many types of alcohol students. How you are going to classify? See here we have written alcohols. Now students, all alcohols they are classified into mono. If it is containing one hydroxyl group we call as monohydric. If we are replacing by 2 hydroxyl groups, alcohol containing 2 hydroxyl group we call as dihydric. If alcohol is containing 3 hydroxyl group we call as trihydroxy. alcohol. If it is containing more than 3, we call as polyhydric alcohols. So alcohols are classified into 3 categories: monohydric alcohol, dihydric alcohol, trihydric alcohol, and polyhydric alcohol. Okay students, mono means the alcohol will contain only one hydroxyl group. Di means 2. Di stands for 2. If the alcohol containing 2 hydroxyl group, we call as dihydric alcohol. Tri means 3. If alcohol is containing 3 hydroxyl group, we call as trihydric alcohol. If it is more than 3, students, we call as polyhydric alcohols. Now you should know the example, students. Monohydric alcohols, we have simple example, that is C2H5OH. Okay students, this molecule is containing only one hydroxyl group, we call as what? Monohydric. Second example, dihydric, I already explained, students. CH2, I already explained. This molecule is containing 2 hydroxyl group, we call as what? This is ethylene glycol, and this is ethanol. Ethanol will come in monohydric because this molecule is containing only one hydroxyl group. Ethylene glycol, this molecule is containing 2 hydroxyl groups, so we call as ethylene glycol. If it is 3, students, say for example, students, here you have 3 carbon, all the carbons are having one hydroxyl group. Now fill the valency, students. Here CH2, 1 hydrogen, here CH2. So this is nothing but glycerol. This is 3 carbon and 3 hydroxyl group, we call as what? Glycerol. With the example of trihydric alcohol. Now polyhydric alcohol, students, I have already explained, that is sorbitol. Sorbitol, students, containing 6 carbon, all are having one hydroxyl group, students. So this is the example of polyhydric alcohol, students. CH2, CH, 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 and here CH2. So that is called as sorbitol. Sorbitol. So sorbitol is the example of polyhydric alcohols. Very simple way I have explained, classified the alcohol, students. For 2 marks, they may ask in board examination, what are monohydric alcohols? Monohydric alcohols, and how are they classified? So this way, students, in board examination you have to represent the answer. Monohydric alcohols are the alcohols having only one hydroxyl group. This OH minus is nothing but hydroxyl. There are so many types of alcohols. The alcohol which contains only one hydroxyl group is called as monohydric alcohols. Understanding, students? Now students, we will see the classification, students. Monohydric alcohol, that means only one OH. So this is alkyl group which is connected to hydroxyl group, students. The carbon of if the carbon, depending upon the hybridization of the carbon, monohydric alcohols are classified into 2 major categories. If alkyl is containing single carbon single bond, that means carbon will be sp3 hybridized carbon to whom OH is attached. And alkyl group, it may be alkene if the carbon is sp2 hybridized. If the carbon is sp2 hybridized to which hydroxyl is attached. So the monohydric alcohols are classified depending upon the bond to whom OH is attached, the carbon of the alkyl group. If carbon of the alkyl group is sp3 hybridized carbon, if the carbon of the alkyl group is what? sp2 hybridized carbon. So monohydric alcohols are classified on the depending upon the bond. There is 2 types. If OH is attached to carbon of the alkyl group, which is sp3 hybridized, if carbon is sp2 hybridized. So monohydric alcohols are major classified into 2 categories depending upon the bond to whom hydroxyl group is attached. So the classification of monohydric is what? 2 types. Now students, if sp3 hybridized, if OH is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon, that is, if carbon is first degree, this carbon which is sp3, it is first degree, so we call as first degree alcohol. If sp3 hybridized carbon is second degree, we call as second degree alcohols. If sp3 hybridized carbon is third degree carbon, we call as third degree alcohols. Understanding, students? Now students, so there is 3 types of sp3 hybridized carbon. Now students, one more, students, after the sp3 hybridized carbon, if sp3 hybridized carbon is connected to carbon-carbon double bond. So students, this is your carbon-carbon double bond to whom your sp3 hybridized carbon is attached, to whom your hydroxyl group is attached. If this is first degree alcohol, first degree allylic alcohols, so OH is attached to first degree carbon, sp3 hybridized, which is first degree. Understanding? That means here hydrogen, and here will be also hydrogen, and CH2, and here is what? So this is first degree allylic alcohols. So these 3 carbon, which is alkene, students, and the OH is attached to sp3 hybridized carbon. This sp3 hybridized carbon is nothing but first degree alcohols. So this is first degree allylic alcohols. Okay students, now students, in the second types of allylic alcohols, you may have second degree allylic alcohols, that is carbon-carbon double bond, students, and this is your sp3 hybridized carbon to whom your OH is attached. Now this sp3 hybridized carbon, if it is second degree, that means if it is connected to carbon and one maybe hydrogen. Okay students, so this sp3 hybridized carbon is what? Second degree allylic alcohols. So this way students, you fill the valency CH2, and there is what? One hydrogen. So this is second degree allylic alcohols. Now third degree allylic alcohol, this is your carbon which is sp3 hybridized carbon, and it is surrounded by methyl group like this, students. and this is the connected to sp2 hybridized carbon, that is carbon carbon double bond, to whom your OH is attached. So this is called as third degree allylic alcohols. Understanding, students? So allylic alcohols, it may be first degree allylic alcohols, second degree allylic alcohols, or third degree allylic alcohols. Now students, if sp3 hybridized carbon is attached to benzyl, students, that is containing benzene, this is the benzene, students. So this is the carbon carbon double bond, students. Here this is sp3 hybridized carbon, to whom your OH is attached, students. If this is first degree alcohol, that means here will be CH2. Now students, if benzylic alcohol is second degree alcohols, like this, students, CH, and here may be methyl group. So this is the second degree benzylic alcohols, and you have third degree benzylic alcohols like this. See, here the methyl group, here will be also methyl group, to whom your OH is attached. Understanding, students? So depending upon to which OH is attached, whether it is first degree alcohol, second degree carbon, or third degree carbon. So depending upon these, students, benzylic alcohols are classified into three categories. So primary benzylic, secondary benzylic alcohols, or tertiary benzylic alcohols. Understanding, students? Now students, if OH is attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon of the alkyl group, what happens, students? It will form the vinylic, that we compound we call alcohols, we call as vinylic alcohols. Example, students, vinylic alcohols, it may vinylic alcohol, carbon carbon double bond. This carbon will be sp2 hybridized carbon, to whom your OH is attached. Okay, students, so this is the structure of the vinylic alcohol. Only one example I have given, students. So these are the classification of monohydric alcohols. These are very important for the examination point of view. If you like my video, please share it, subscribe it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. God bless you.